Hi everyone. So welcome to another interesting video and I think you're gonna love it. Now this is a continuation on the on a series around second brain concept which I had first explained on Vivek Bajaj's podcast, a face-to-face interview. If you've not had a look at it, please go and have a look at it first because this particular video is a continuation of that particular podcast, right? So a lot of people over there, that was the first place where I spoke to you about a second brain concept, about how do you gather information, collect information from YouTube videos, offline notes, online notes, articles, just say videos or voice recordings or PDF documents, everything collected. That was stage one. Stage two was being able to retrieve that information, take screenshots, ask questions, get answers, be able to build interesting stuff, pull data from MarketSmith, pull data from different platforms like ChartInk, make something and you're able to analyze TradingView better or analyze your trades better and stuff like that. Now what I've also done is I believe that the future is probably going to be where a broker would probably handle the back end, but the front end is something that a trader would be given to customize. Okay, so this is what I feel we are heading to right now, because software or the front end is going to be completely customizable because of AI, right? So AI is going to help you analyze things better. It's going to give you information from different sources that you can pick and choose, and you don't really have to rely on what your broker provides, right? So your broker might provide you a certain dashboard, like Zerodha provides certain dashboard, and Dun provides a different dashboard, and different platforms provide different dashboards, so that you feel like, okay, because you need that information, you need to actually tie up with that broker or go with that broker. Now, I don't think it's going to be the case. And that is because, let's say, if you have built your second brain and you have come up to whatever level I actually showed you in that particular primary podcast, in this podcast, I'm going to just, it is not a podcast, but in this particular video, I'm going to show you how you can extend that. So I'll give you a quick demo as to what I have extended it to, and here is a quick gist about it. So this is what I've built. I kind of I liked what Mark Minervini has built, which is the Market 360 platform, and there was a demo video that I saw of the Market 360 platform, and I like the way he had actually put everything in place. Now, yes, I have taken an inspiration from there and I've further refined it or further built it based on what I like, right? So this is the overall gist. It takes a lot of inspiration from that, but then I have kind of modified it to what I like and what I trade. So if you, for example, see over here, it gives all of this information. It's picking up this information, it's taking the data from a backend table that it has already built by itself. I did not really do a lot of too much of thinking here, but I basically asked it, based on all the information that it has collected and based on looking at the overall design of Market 360, build me a platform in a similar style. So if you see over here, now this is a platform that I have connected to my broker as well. So you can see over here it's Fyers. Now, my majority of the account is being traded on Kite, but Kite charges about $2,000 for the API. So Fyers is free, and that's the reason why I've used Fyers. It gives me all the data, like real live data of prices and stuff like that, and that's the reason why I have kept it. Now, it has its own limitations, like it does not pull data like forever, but as much of data that it can pull in one go, it kind of pulls it. So for me, I think I felt it was enough, but it depends on what kind of things you want to analyze, how you want to do. Maybe you want to do some back testing or you want to try out something else. You can definitely ask your second brain for it. But here's a gist of what it has built. So I can just quickly, check what's happening on Bajaj Con, what's happening on Acutas, right? and it will give me an idea on where these stocks are, right? So for example, Cupid is telling me it is extended and stuff like that. Now let me show you a quick thing as to how I've modified it. I've kind of tweaked it as well. Here there is this fundamental data also that it pulls. So you can see at the bottom there is a panel that has come right now that says about what is the sales and the revenue of the company and all of that information. So I can just shift and it will update that data. Some of this data is being taken from MarketSmith, some of this data is being taken um, from Fyers, and it has a mix. Now there are some things that I'm still working on. So if you see over here, a focus list is something where it pulls the data from MarketSmith. That is the 1 month trend template. This is from the 1 month trend template, and then there is a 5 month trend template, and then there's a near pivot. Now earlier, if you noticed when I was on that podcast, I was only retrieving that information and then doing my own analysis. Right now over here on this platform, I'm able to retrieve that information. I'm able to click on the information. It's showing me the chart on the left side, right? I can click on all of this, right? I can keep clicking like this, and if I like something, like for example SBCL, okay, you can see how the chart is, and it seems to be like, let's say, interesting, and I want to see if I can actually look at entering something like this. So I would just come here, click add, right? When I click add, what happens? It gets into my list. Now that it's in my list, I would, let's say, click on Shivalik, and I would say, okay, do not keep it under a watch list, or keep it under a buy list, or keep it under high on deck. Okay, so these are different terminologies that I have used. It's also pulling the RS information over here. It's pulling some composite information here. The columns are not fine. I'm still working on it. Like I said, this is more like a work in progress. The beauty of it is none of it is online. Okay, this entire application is running on this computer. Your computer itself has become a server, so it's running on local host. It's not something that you require an online server or anything of that to run, right? All of this data is local right now. Now if you, except for data coming from Fyers, right? So these are some of the interesting things that I've extended it to. The other bit is analytics. In analytics, it also, it shows me what is my current position that I have right now. So this is a small position that I have built for my kids, and this is something that is coming directly from Fyers. There is something called as an RBAF calculator on Mark Minervini. So if you click on it, it will show you what your portfolio is, and it show you, okay, the max risk per trade is 1% of it, which is the Mark Minervini's approach, which is 1 to 2% max. And then if I say I want to take a new position, price of it is 210, and the stop loss is, let's say, 195, it gives me a calculation and tells me saying how many shares I need to buy of that particular stock, right? So like this is one of the RBF calculators. I have a very extensive version on the current website called supertraderedge.com. There is a extensive version of that also tells me saying, based on my pattern, how long or how many trades do I need to take. I will possibly look at integrating that also as part of the RBAF calculators. So I am going to extend it with my own liking, and that's the whole beauty of what I'm trying to do, right? So I can go to education over here just to reference all of my pages. Like I said, it's still a work in progress, so it's still just showcasing, that it's available at the .md files or .markdown files. I will be telling my second brain right now to extend this directly over here, so I will be able to read all these concepts if I want to, from this platform. I don't really have to go into each markdown file, but I will just be able to select over here to refresh my memory, right? So that is something that I could do. Grader is still not active. It is still using some demo data. I have yet to figure out what this is. Not really so much of idea here. Charting, I've already showed you. This is primarily it. It's computing the CPA signals over here. I don't really know what it's exactly trying to do. I will be asking, asking it, saying what is it exactly trying to do, and then maybe try and get an idea. So if you see over here, Power India has started to show up. and you can see over here that these are all the trend lines I had actually asked it to put. So the first one is it kind of matches my trend lines over here. If I go to a Nifty, right, and if I go to my full chart, you could probably see the same trend line, same colors. So I've actually kept the same colors even over here so that I understand, what is my preference, or what my preference is, how I'm able to read the 20 EMA, 10 EMA, and the 50, 150, 200 rule of Mark Minervini, right? So I'm able to figure out saying, how do I need to trade any of these stocks that. So these are stocks that actually come up instead of me manually going. So if I were to go into MarketSmith directly, I would have to go to 1 month trend template and I would see all of these stocks earlier. I would then copy down, like download them, export them, put them into import it into the TradingView platform, and then basically analyze one by one. Right now I don't really have to do that. Right now what I do is just start up my server, and automatically all of this shows up on my timeline, and I can just quickly skip one by one right here, and automatically it will show me the charts on the right side. If I like it, I will add it, and if once I add it, I sort it. So it's more like a filtration that I'm doing based on quick viewing of these trend templates. All right, so that's what I wanted to show you. I'm really excited about it. I hope you are excited too as to what is possible with your second brain that you've already built until now. I just wanted to give you a quick sneak peek as to how am I extending it. I hope you like it. Give it a thumbs up, and see you in the next video.